Ex-biker Mervyn Woods slides his Volkswagen Barger through the bends. And behind him, Beatty and Ireland have turned the fight for first place into a full-scale motocross race. At the Houtbos control, Reinecker slides the Safari off the road into the fence. Giving Johan Steenkamp the chance to steal back the hard fought for third place. It takes Lucas some minutes to free the barbed wire, and valuable minutes are lost. Only minutes separate the first 5 vehicles through the Houtbos control. The pace is quick, with the average speed at about 95 kilometers an hour. Although halfway through the section, the leading competitors are giving very little away. Klaus Degener is the first to fall victim to a new threat, the charging Land Cruiser of Tony Pond. As Toyota 602 pulls into the service area, the unknown entity of Tony Pond and Richard Leake seems to be mounting as a real threat. Philip and John can afford to waste no time, and the Toyota factory rally crews spring into action to get the Land Cruiser back on the route again.
Graham, can you pass the other tank?
The service point is situated well over the halfway mark, and from here, the route via Heathview is expected to be smooth and fast to the finish.
2 hours het gewoon zo gewaai. Het is zo helemaal in die bos gestaan. Maar is daar dit is gillig.
Ja, wat nog?
Nog altijd.
Ja, maar nog altijd.
Nog altijd.
Zeker dat het
nog altijd. Ik heb niet aanhouding nou gedaan.
Jullie doen nog nooit keer.
Only minutes later, and the Land Cruiser is on its way. Next in is Derek Pinoy's Chenouth. Help comes from all directions in an effort to keep the little special safely in second spot.
Find out!
RP Reinecker has retaken third position, and with his long-range fuel tanks can afford to bypass his petrol Bowser. For most, it's defuel and refuel. But for others, the stop looks to be a bit more expensive. Back with the leaders, the route conditions are dry and sandy. Riverbeds normally flowing in mid-March pose no threat to the competitors, and the pace hots up even more. Having made up more than an hour on the leading cars, Hilton Beatty retains his lead. There are 4 refuel points for the bikes, and this service point serves only as a refreshment stop. Now in second spot, Alfie Cox on the bigger 500cc Yamaha. Jake Alberts on a Kawasaki holds third. Heat view area, and the pace is starting to tell. Milan still leads. Reinecker is up in second spot, followed by Pinoy. In fourth place and charging, the Works Land Cruiser of Tony Pond, and that from starting 58th. Kevin Tebbett pushes Cox and Alberts down a place, with Andy Smythe on the third Yamaha lying fifth. Nearing the pan, Milan and Angus have the finish in their sights, although still unaware of the charge by Pond, now lying second. At last the finish line, and the Toyotas are full 25 minutes ahead of the expected time of arrival. What's it like being out in front all the time? You seem to make a habit of this.
Well, it's a hard situation because you are pacing, and somebody behind you, it's far more enjoyable to pace somebody like us pacing harness. It's really very nice to have a professional out in front.
What about leading the pack as far as navigating goes, Jon?
That's a job.
Yeah, well, it's not very much of a problem because obviously navigation, even if you are following someone, is it's a very important task, and so you're actually addressing your navigation sheets all the time. I don't find it a big problem to be out in front. In fact, I find it very enjoyable.
But disaster for the winners. A marshal at Setlagole has reported the Land Cruiser for racing with no safety light, an infringement that carries a 15-minute penalty. This drops Milan and Angus to 5th position overall, promoting Pond and Leek to first place, followed by Reinecker and Dreyer, Pinoy and Purchase, and Klaus Degener in his King Scorpion. Bruce Carolyn doing well after starting the race 31st, but all credit to the Pond Leek duo, who have pulled off a miracle win.
We really went from the word go today. We just drove it flat out as you drive a rally car, and just hang the consequences.
So what about your future commitments in the country with off-road racing?
Well, I hope to be doing nearly all the series, and I'm looking forward to it. If this is what they're all going to be like, then it's a wonderful sport.
What about the event today, Richard?
It was a good event, and as Tony says, there was something of everything. The route was fairly easy to follow earlier on when we were behind so many cars. As one got up closer to the front, it started getting a bit vague. And there were 2 or 3 times that we were wondering quite where we are.
And a report back on the Toyota here today?
Oh, I just think it's just unbelievably strong. We've thrown so much at it, we've given it such a bad time, and it's got here, so it must be good.
Mervyn Woods crosses the line with only 3 wheels remaining, keeping 7th place by just 10 seconds from Carolyn. Fastest over racing section 2 is competitor 601 Tony Pond and Richard Leek in a winning time of 5 hours, 47 minutes and 58 seconds. Club team honours go to Off-Road Motor Club Transvaal with Derek Pinoy and Jack Purchase, Klaus Degener, Philip Milan and John Angus. Toyota take the manufacturer's team honours with 3 Land Cruisers in the top 6 placings. 601 Pond and Leek, 602 Milan and Angus, 604 Steenkamp and Joubert. An outstanding achievement. Hilton Beattie wins the race, having led the motorcycle class from start to finish on the 250cc Yamaha. Now you're very pleased because you've been trying for a long time for this.
Oh, to be honest, it's been some time, you know. Well, I haven't won a big race yet, you know. I've been knocking at the door, and everything came together today. So
the old age hasn't crept on too much, eh?
not yet. I'll probably be back again next year.
And the bike, let's have a report on the bike.
The bike was just fantastic. It never missed a beat. Only problem I had, I ran off the road and behind a car about 50 k's back, and I hit a tree which broke the disc brake off, and I didn't have any front brakes for the last 40 or 50 k's. So I was a bit worried because I didn't know if there was anyone close behind me because I had to slow up a bit. Yeah. But otherwise the bike was 100%.
Kevin Tebbett retains the second place he took from Cox.
How's it? Oh, racing is lekker fun, eh?
How was it?
How come you passed him and you couldn't give up? Where? Oh, it was too much work.
the refuel.
Man. It was too much work for me, man.
Is it?
Just train this. But, here comes number 3.
Alfie finishes third, having suffered with a blocked fuel filter in the last half of the race.
Hello, Bru.
You still pushed me, eh?
Well done, good. That was nice, eh?
I would have much happier.
Of the top 10 riders, Nimmo, Williams and Van Altena rode 175cc machines. Beatty, Van Molke and Alberts were on 250s, and Cox, Tebbit, Smythe and Niemann were on machines larger than 250cc. So, Hilton wins sections 1 and 2. Off-Road Motor Club Natal win club honours with Hilton, Alfie and Gavin Nimmo, while Yamaha take the manufacturer's trophy. The 1987 Castrol Baberspan 500, a well-organised event with 3 worthy winners.